Hello my beautiful friends, welcome to a Scooby Doo readathon vlog. I'm so excited. This readathon is currently going on. I'm hosting it with my friend Sonia and Tiffany from Beach Bum Bookworm. I'll have their channels linked below, as well as the channel post where I have all the details if you want to do it. I'm so excited. So we're going to start by rolling the dice to pick out a couple of books. I am going to pick out at least 3 to start, and then we'll see how many we get through. I have so many library books I need to read right now. So many library books, so let's hope we get some good rolls. Let's get some dice going. So here is my die from my Seen It game. So we are gonna go ahead and roll. I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous, but I am. Okay, you ready guys? Here we go. 3. Yes! A 3 is Scooby Doo. So that is a book with a brown cover or any animals on the cover. I have the perfect idea for this. Okay, so let's do that. Let's roll at least 2 more times. I'm really hoping for a Velma or even 2 Velmas. I have so many mysteries and like bookish ones right now. A 2. Yes! That's a Velma! Okay, so this is anything with a fall setting, which is perfect for this time of year. Mysteries, thrillers, anything with like a nerdy character, something with the STEM, like, you know, science, anything like that. Or bookish themed, which is perfect for cozies. Okay. I really want to get one for a thriller. And I'm hoping for the Mystery Machine theme because I have the girl on the train and that would be perfect for transportation. 4, okay. Okay, 4 is Shaggy. That's a book with a green cover or like a slacker character, foodie theme, something like that. I think I can make the girl on the train work. I think that's green. We'll have to check. Okay, I want to roll one more time. What am I doing to myself? We'll see. I don't know how this vlog could be like a million years long. I don't know. 5. Okay. So that is Fred. That is a book with a white cover, a like music, sports, a male character, or winter setting. I think I have one with a winter setting. Okay, we're gonna stop here. I might roll some more later in this vlog, we'll see. But let's go ahead and pick out our book. So I have my physical TBR cart here. I have a bunch of library books here at the top. I also have a little TBR shelf up here with some books I'm really trying to get to, as well as more books I need to get to here. Am I the only person who's shocked I didn't actually get a double of anything? I actually rolled all unique numbers. I'm really surprised. Okay, so I think the girl on the train, I think this counts as a green cover to me. I have no idea if there's any slacker characters in this, but it's green, right? Like, I don't know. We're gonna do that for green. This is what I'm thinking of for the animal cover. I know it's cats, but Scooby's cool. He likes cats. And this is Mimi Lee Reads Between the Lines. It's the second in the Sassy Cat Mystery series. This is due in like a couple days. I really need to read it. So that would be a great one to pick. Okay, and that leaves us with a Velma and a Daphne pick. Okay, I think I have one. I think this is going to be my Daphne pick. A Cup of Flour, A Pinch of Death by Valerie Burns. The cover is pretty like pinky purple. And the main character is wearing purple, and she's like a social media influencer. So I feel like that fits with like kind of the fashion, the purple. I think she's probably fairly wealthy because she inherits a lot from her aunt in the first book. So I would imagine she's reasonably well off for that prompt. So I don't know what time of year this takes place, but either way, I think this is a fair one for Daphne. Okay, so I think we're gonna do I Need You to Read This by Jessa Maxwell for the Velma prompt. My reasoning for this is the main character actually becomes like an advice columnist, so she's like a writer, which seems kind of bookish to me. I don't know the time of year, but this is a mystery which fits the Velma prompt really well, and the main character basically takes on this job as an advice columnist after the advice columnist who was there previously is murdered. And then she gets involved with solving the mystery because these letters start appearing. So I'm excited for that. Let's go over the books real quick. So for Velma, we have I Need You to Read This by Jessa Maxwell. This is a mystery. I have no idea what time of year this takes place. The main character is a writer, which to me is like a bookish theme to it. So we're going with it. And I think she sounds like she's kind of a nerdy character at least. Then we have A Cup of Flour, A Pinch of Death by Valerie Burns. This is our Daphne pick. It has the very girly, kind of pink, purpley, feminine kind of cover. The main character is wearing purple here. So is her little dog, and I think this is just perfect. I think chocolate as well. She works in a bakery. It's her great aunt's that she inherited. She's also an influencer, so I feel like that kind of fits the Daphne style. I could see Daphne being an influencer and being like quite fashionable like our main character Maddie is. So I think this one fits really well. Again, I'm not sure what time of year this takes place in, but it doesn't appear to be like a fall or winter cozy, so it could be spring, we'll see. Mimi Lee reads between the lines. This is our Scooby pick. Sorry Scooby, it doesn't have a dog on the cover, but I mean this one does, so does that count? But we do have two adorable cats on here. Mimi Lee has a pet grooming business. I loved book one. It was so good, by Jennifer J. Chow. Fantastic mystery, great like family dynamics, great pet grooming business. So this is great for the Scooby Doo prompt with the animal heavy theme between the pet grooming business, the cats on the cover. Amazing. She gets involved in a murder case at her sister's school where her sister works as a teacher, and her sister becomes a suspect in a crime. Mimi gets involved. I'm so excited. I loved book one. And then this is one I'm buddy reading with my friend Maddie from This Bookish Cottage. So I was really hoping to get a prompt for this, which I think this fits the green. I think it counts. I mean, it's not like solid green, but it's like a dark green on the side and everything, so it counts. But again, it looks like warmer weather. There's no snow or like fall colors on here, so I'm hoping maybe it's a summertime one to kind of also fit with the shaggy theme. I have no idea if the characters are slackers. We'll see if there's a slacker character. I'll let you know. But I think this one is a solid pick for our shaggy prompt. I really want to roll the die more, and I'm like, Amy, don't do it to yourself. You're a mood reader. You need to, like, I like reading 2 to 3 books at a time usually, so 4 is the pushing it. We might roll a little bit later in this video, but let's go ahead and get started. I have a reading update for you, and then we're gonna roll for a couple more books because I have some library books that are coming up on their due dates that I need to somehow get reading, so we're gonna hope that I can roll some numbers that correspond with those. We're gonna see. Also, I got my Scooby shirt on. Very excited, and I thought these, I don't have Scooby Doo earrings, but I thought these like big bright flowers kind of remind me of the Mystery Machine. Anyways, the 2 books that I've started are Mimi Lee Reads Between the Lines by Jennifer J. Chow, and then The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. So Mimi Lee Reads Between the Lines, I'm halfway through this book right now, maybe a little over halfway. I'm so enjoying this. Mimi is just such a personable character. Her cat Marshmallow is sassy and can talk to her just like mentally. which is really interesting and leads to some unique situations. There's an adorable cat named Nimbus who is introduced in this one. I really don't know who is behind everything. I don't have a good working theory at the moment, but I'm really enjoying this one. I think there's some great character development going on. I'm enjoying all the pet grooming snippets. I just love hearing about all of the interactions with dogs. She even grooms a pet bird in one of the scenes, which is super interesting. So I'm just really enjoying this. It's just a nice, fast-paced, like cozy, just really approachable read. I'm just really enjoying this series. I like Jennifer J. Chow's writing style a lot. It's just very easy to get into, and the mystery does start pretty quickly with this one, so if you're someone who doesn't like to wait around for the mystery to start, I feel like this series pretty quick, like, gets into the mysteries pretty quickly. And then as for the girl on the train, I'm on page 86, so I'm not too far the way in. I'm hoping to do a little bit more reading on this and Mimi Lee at when I'm waiting for like an appointment later today. So the girl on the train is going well so far. It's a little more slow burn than I was anticipating. I really thought we'd have more going on at this point, but I am interested in both of the characters' points of views who we're reading from. One of the characters is a very heavy alcoholic. She's really struggling. She's gone through just the ringer the last few years. Your heart goes out for her. It's pretty hard to read at some points because she's just really struggling, but I am interested in the mystery that's going on. That's starting to pick up, so I am so far enjoying this. It's not like an insta love, but it's something that I am definitely enjoying and looking forward to continuing. So I have a handful of books that I really need to read because they're due soon. The Hollywood Assistant, Peking Duck and Cover by Vivian Chian, and then Bait and Witch by Angela M. Sanders, which I might actually listen to on Audible. I have an Audible membership because I started listening to audiobooks, and a lot of cozy mysteries are included with the membership, so you don't have to spend a credit on them, and this one is on there as part of the membership. So I think I'll probably return this book and listen to it in audio, but that's kind of my plan. So we're gonna do some rolling and hope we get some that work. There's definitely, we've got a purple cover for Daphne. We have yellow, like kind of orangey for Velma. There's one with food for Shaggy. I think the Hollywood Assistant would be a good Daphne pick because the Hollywood Assistant works with this very wealthy Hollywood couple, so that would go for like the wealthy family pick. I got my dice. Let's go ahead and get some rolling done. Okay, first roll, here we go. 3. Okay, that's really good. Velma. Oh no, wait, is 3 Velma? Oh no, 3 is Scooby Doo. Okay, so the animals, so that's probably going to be the Bait and Witch one because we do have a cat right here on the cover. Oh, I was hoping that was a Velma. That would have been great. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, next roll. Here we go. 5. Oh no, what is 5? Is 5 Fred? Okay, 5 is Fred, so I think that would count for Peking Duck or Cover because that should be Chinese New Year. Yeah, it says for 2025, Chinese New Year is January 29th, so that would be winter. So we have that for the Needle Shop Mystery Series. Oh, I'm not excited that the Hollywood Assistant is the last one I'm trying to roll for because I feel like it doesn't fit a lot of the prompts. I feel like it would count for Velma because that would be like mystery or thriller would count. I feel like it would count for Daphne, but I don't know if it applied to any of the other ones. Okay, let's cross our fingers. Okay, third roll. Let's hope we get one that I can use, or this is going to be a very long vlog. It's already a long vlog. A 6. Oh no, that's the Mystery Machine. Oh no. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can't use that. I will double check the prompts, but I don't think there's anything relevant to the Hollywood Assistant for that. So we're going to be picking another book. But let's roll again. Let's hope Daphne or Velma. Daphne or Velma. Come on. Is that... Oh no, is that Scooby Doo again? Oh no, that's Scooby Doo again, isn't it? I can't watch. I can't watch. Okay, please. 1 or a 2. 1 or a 2. A 2. Okay. We got a 2. So that's gonna be the Hollywood Assistant because Velma has like the mystery or like thriller, and the Hollywood Assistant is a mystery or thriller, so that counts. Oh, we have 2 other books to pick now. This is gonna be the biggest reading vlog I've ever done. Okay guys, I have done some snooping to see what I have in my NetGalley and physical TBR cart that matches the other 2 prompts. because this is now going to be a 9-book vlog. And I gotta try to finish this in under 2 weeks. This could be very, very interesting. So for my NetGalley pick, I wanted to pick at least one of my NetGalley picks, and I'm gonna be going with Instagoner by Cindy Lay. So she was the one who wrote Peril in Pink, which was like this really cool millennial cozy mystery, like B&B I read last year. I really liked it. And she posted this new one called Instagoner. And it's a shorter read, it's 268 pages, which I'm gonna need for this. It does not directly have an animal on the cover. However, it's called a bark and blog mystery, and I know based on some of the reviews that the main character has a dog named Murray, I think. So I think that counts for the Scooby Doo prompt. Give me a little slack for that. And then for my mystery machine prompt, I'm gonna go with Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. This is on my fall TBR, which I'll link above if you didn't see it. I've been meaning to read this for a while. I'm planning on probably listening to this partially on audio, as well as the Bait and Witch one by Angela M. Sanders, just to give me a leg up. I just finished what I was listening to on audio this morning, so I don't have an audiobook going, so this is good timing, and that'll help me out a bit. So I'm not reading 9 books physically in under 2 weeks, because that would be that would be a lot. So this is the second batch of books plus Instagoner, which I have as an ebook arc. The book is already published, but it was still available on NetGalley, so I snagged it because I was interested in reading it. So I will link those down below, but this is it. So we have that. Big reading update for you. I got a lot of reading done while waiting for that, and I have Mimi Lee Reads Between the Lines by Jennifer J. Chow. I'm gonna say 4.5 stars. I absolutely loved this. I was so taken by surprise with the ending. I was completely on the wrong suspect, the wrong person. It was such a good reveal. I absolutely loved it. I loved all the cat scenes in this. I love the pet grooming scenes. I like her kind of funny assistant Nicola, who works at the pet grooming store, and she's like an aspiring actress. That's always kind of funny. And I just really enjoyed this, and I enjoyed getting to learn more about her family. There was a really sweet subplot with this, and this was just an overall really great read. If you like kind of very humorous, lighthearted, fun, very pet and animal focused cozy mysteries, this is a really great series. I've enjoyed both book 1 and 2 just so much, and very much recommend them. I'm very much looking forward to reading the 3rd book in the series. And then I am on page 144, so I'm about almost halfway into The Girl on the Train. I have to say, I'm a little surprised. This is still pretty slow going. Now, I'm getting more interested in each character's story. There's some interesting backstories going on. I think the author she really goes into a lot of detail on everything, and I feel like that kind of slows the pacing down sometimes because it's just a lot of detail, and I think some of it isn't necessary, at least from what I can tell, but I am still enjoying the overall plot, and I am very curious, and I do feel like it's building up to something really good, so I'm gonna keep going. It has not been an insta love, unfortunately, but it has been pretty good overall. I'm still enjoying it, so I am working on this, and then I'm planning on starting Peking Duck and Cover because that book is very nearly due, and then I'm starting to listen to Bait and Witch as well. I've only gotten like a chapter into that, so I don't have an update on that yet, but we are down 2 books, 7 to go. We're gonna shoot for the stars with this vlog and hope that we land on them or somewhere nearby. So I will give you guys an update tomorrow. Hello friends, I have some updates for you. So for starters, I went to the doctor yesterday because I was just feeling pretty sick again, and I have strep throat, so that would explain why the cold I had wasn't going away. So I've started some medication, and I am starting to slowly feel better, but if you can hear it in my throat, I apologize. I'm probably going to keep reading updates kind of minimal, but I am doing a lot of reading since I'm resting up, so I will have some pretty big ones for you. But I did want to show you this package I just got. This brand that I'm actually a really big fan of, I've ordered their planners before, Clever Fox, reached out to me and offered to send me a reading journal, and I was really excited because I do have my own reading journal, which I showed you with the Scooby Doo TBR that I put together, and I like to do that for like visual stuff, but I wanted one that was a little more structured with like a log and like trackers and stuff, and this one fits the bill. But when I opened the package, they so kindly sent me a few things, so I thought I would show you real quick because I'm just so overwhelmed. So thank you to them for sending this to me. It was a really nice pick-me-up on a day where I was just excited to be able to like wash my hair today. I haven't put on like any makeup really, except for some like chapstick, but I do have my Scooby shirt on. We're keeping with the theme, and my Scooby socks. But as you can probably hear my voice, I'm not at my fullest right now. So I will show you real quick what they sent. Thank you so much. It was so kind and such a nice pick-me-up. And I think later today we will work on the Scooby Doo TBR somewhat more in my reading journal, and then also set up one of these. So my first clue was that this box was huge. I knew they were sending a reading journal, so I was expecting like a small like envelope or small box, but they actually sent me two, which is so kind. I'm gonna start with this one here because it's this beautiful maroon color, which just screams like fall and winter. And it's nicely laid out. It's got like the index here, so you can actually track all of your reads if you want. Daily reading tracker. Reading lists and books to be read, which I'm going to use to help me set up and sort some videos for the beginning of the year. I always like to film like 15 cozy mystery series I want to start, or like new thriller releases that I'm most excited for in the next year, stuff like that. So I want to use this to help me actually set this up and have like a nice list so I can track it easier. We have reading lists, and then these are the individual review pages, which I like this here. I like this visual element. I think that's really nice. I think I'll also use some of these pages for notes on videos and things like that, like maybe if I'm doing vlogs with specific books in it, because I do fill out reviews on Goodreads, but I think this will help me for some of the more in-depth reviews that I do for like vlogs and stuff like that. So I'm really excited. So the rest of it is primarily these book review pages. And then there's some nice note-taking pages in the back, which are just lined. So that's super great. And stickers, which you guys know I love stickers, so I'm very, very excited for this. I love the shelf care sticker. Oh, like look at this book's face. How cute. How cute are those? Man, it kind of hurts to laugh right now, but just so cute. And like this one here, the book was better on the versus like the movie. That's just, oh, this is just so cute. And this one is adorable for fall, so I'm so excited for the stickers. And then they very kindly sent me two of them, so this is a duplicate here. So I'm gonna see how this goes. I might, depending on how I go with my list and video planning, I might end up using two in 1 year, we'll see. And then this was a complete surprise, is this here. I had no idea. And so they sent me some actually like budgeting stuff, which is really interesting, and I actually do enjoy tracking my husband and I's budget and stuff with like paper planners. I just feel like it's better. I've tried it digitally, but I just didn't find it as useful. So these are just the planner stickers here, which are really pretty. I like how bright and colorful these are, and there's like little check mark ones. I think that's going to be really nice to incorporate. And then this is their undated monthly budget plan. I love this pretty rose gold. It's so lovely. But this is just beautiful, like a beautiful way that's broken down. It's not too detailed where you'll end up using, like not being able to use categories that aren't specific to you, but it's enough structure where you don't have to think about it too much. And this kind of reminds me of the book review page where you have that nice like visual. But these are all so beautiful. I'm so excited for the stickers. So grateful. So thank you so much for the pick-me-up. And I do have to shout out my mom because she very kindly, I'm assuming she found these at a craft fair. They're table mats, like little, what do you call them? Placemats, that's what I mean. Aren't these the cutest thing you've ever seen? Like, ever? And I feel like this goes with the Scooby Doo Readathon so well with these like bright, like kind of neon colors. And then the back is all ghosts. Amazing, right? I'm so excited. I'm not going to be cooking any crazy dinners probably for at least a few days based on how I'm feeling. But when I do, I will be pulling this out. So that is lovely. And then my very sweet dad dropped off my favorite chocolate cake donuts. Let me know down below if you like donuts, what is your favorite type? Because for me, as long as I can remember, childhood and onwards, chocolate cake donuts have been my very favorite. And as you imagine, I can't eat anything that's too rough on the throat right now, so these are nice and soft, and I'm so looking forward to it. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for the pick-me-ups, and thank you, Clever Fox, for the reading journal. I'm gonna start that later. Hello, friends! Guess who has recovered from strep throat? I can now speak for a decent amount of time without feeling like my throat is falling apart, so that is just so exciting. And I have a massive reading update for you, so I'm going to take you along as I do my makeup, and we're going to go over 3 books that I'm currently in the middle of or have finished. So I Need You to Read This by Jessa Maxwell, which is a kind of general mystery. I have Peking Duck and Cover that I finished by Vivian Chien, and I am so good. We'll start with that one. And then I have A Cup of Flour, A Pinch of Death by Valerie Burns, which I'm also in the middle of. So these 2 are the ones I'm currently reading, and then I finished Peking Duck and Cover. Is this not perfect for this vlog? I think I grabbed this last year. They had some kind of Scooby Doo collection and I couldn't resist. And they're actually pretty good. Like I enjoy them. So we're gonna use that for my eyes today because what could be better? And I don't know, I'm hoping it'll pick up on camera, but you can kind of see the outlines here. There's like a paw print and like Scooby's like collar, the little like emblem on his collar. There's like a doggy bone. I think this was a ghost, but it's a little hard to tell. But yeah, I thought this was just so cute. Okay, so Peking Duck and Cover. She's done it again. Vivian Chien has done it again. I absolutely love the Noodle Shop series. It's truly one of my favorite cozy mystery series. I've never been disappointed by any book in this series, and I always like have them on hold as like fast as I can, or like pick them up like the month they're released. Like that's how much I love this series. And this one was really no different. So we are celebrating in this one Chinese New Year, so it is a winter setting. So this was one I rolled for my Fred prompt because he the prompt for him includes like a winter setting. So I picked this one. It also would have been perfect for Shaggy with the food, of course, but it was just a blast. So basically we are planning for Chinese New Year. The plaza that she works at is going to have this huge event to celebrate because the entire plaza is filled with different Asian establishments, so they're all getting together to create this big event in Cleveland, Ohio, which is where the book takes place. Which, despite that being a larger city and not like a small town, it does very much have small town cozy vibes because almost everything takes place at Asia Village, which is the plaza with all the shops. So it feels very like small town, even though it is a big city. So they're having this lion dance performance team at the event, which I thought was really interesting to learn about. And at the event, one of the members of the dance team is murdered in a very dramatic way. It was very intense. And of course, this is just shocking to everyone. And a lot of people in the plaza who are more on the superstitious side also are afraid that this means bad things for the entire plaza and like the new year. And Lana is becoming more assertive with her sleuthing, and she's just like, you know what, I'm gonna solve this. And I like that. I like that she's not like apprehensive like she used to be. She's like, this is who I am, I'm kind of nosy, I'm a sleuth, I'm a problem solver, let's go for it. So she starts to problem solve this, and she's also helping her cousin Kimmy, who had a connection to one of the dancers, so she's a little bit more involved in this case, which I liked. I love her scenes with Kimmy and her roommate Megan. I think they are just some really interesting dynamic duos. Just the family in this is definitely a series I would read in order. I feel like you really build off of each book with the relationships with the characters, and I would really recommend reading it in order, if you can tell on camera, but I am wearing a Scooby Doo shirt, so we're continuing that trend. So yeah, anyways, I really enjoyed this. The mystery was really good, really intense. I Again, I think my favorite scenes are really with Lana and her dynamic duos, which involve several of her friends or family members. I really enjoy the shop owners around the plaza. I feel like that adds so much to the community that you get to learn about. I also just enjoyed learning more about Chinese New Year. It's not something I personally celebrate or know very much about, so it was really interesting to learn more about it and like the different traditions. Like they were talking about how it's traditional for everyone to buy new clothes for Chinese New Year, except for your shoes. You've had to have worn them once before because you don't want to walk into like the new year with like unbroken in shoes, I think was like the general idea. But I liked the idea of like starting the new year off fresh with new clothes. I think that was just very interesting. Alright, and then switching to I Need You to Read This by Jessa Maxwell. So this is like a general mystery. I wouldn't say it's cozy, but it hasn't been extremely graphic either. It's just kind of a general mystery. And our premise for this is that our main character has applied to be an advice columnist on a whim because her hero, Frances, was the writer and editor for this advice column. She would publish every single week in this huge newspaper, so it's a very big deal for like a writing career, and she was murdered. So they opened up the job posting because they want to continue, and Alex kind of gets a little bit drunk one night and decides to apply and just kind of fills it out for fun, not thinking anything of it. She gets a call, she gets the job. Now she's worried about her own life because she doesn't know, Frances's murder was never solved, so she doesn't know whether the person who went after Frances was doing it for personal reasons or was it related to her job. So now Alex is in this very high pressure job with this big newspaper company. It's a much bigger position than she's used to, and she's also under the stress of trying to kind of figure out things. And I think later on she's supposed to find like these like letters or something that maybe relate to Frances's murder. I'm really excited. It's good so far. I'm on chapter 8, which is 52 pages in, and this book is about 300 some pages. So I'm not extremely far in, but so far I'm enjoying it. The pacing is good. I like Alex as a character. She's pretty relatable. She's a very chaotic, messy, but like aspiring writer, so I can relate to that on multiple levels myself. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it right now. There's not been too much that's developed, but overall it's fun and it's really flying by, and I'm looking forward to finding out more about what happened to her predecessor. And then let's go to A Cup of Flour, A Pinch of Death by Valerie Burns. So you guys know I love the Baker Street Mystery Series. This is book 3 and the newest, most current release in the series. Can we just start with a moment of appreciation for the Mastiff here, Baby? Great Aunt Octavia is the person who has left Maddie the bakery and her home and Baby the Mastiff in the first book, and she named her bakery Baby Cakes after her Mastiff named Baby. And keep in mind, this is like, I think it's like a 200-pound dog. Like this dog is like the size of an adult human easily, so it's just hilarious. I just love Baby, and she apparently just drools everywhere. And then Maddie is also in this kind of tenuous relationship a little bit with a vet, so there's lots of fun animal moments, which I appreciate. So if you like animals, if you like dogs, if you like social media kind of poking into your cozies, I find that to be kind of an interesting aspect. Maddie is a former social media influencer, so she has that, and she's really using that to elevate Baby Cake's marketing because her great aunt Octavia didn't really have the bakery. Like, I don't think she was really like bringing it into social media and like that kind of thing yet. So overall, the mystery starts pretty quick for this. We basically have her rival Brandy, who shows up unexpectedly in this new town. It's called New Bison. It's this really small town, I think in Michigan. And Maddie used to be very much this like kind of it girl social media influencer, and she still uses social media, she still markets with it, but she's definitely accustomed now to small town life, and she really has changed some of her values and what she's looking for in life. So Brandy tries to kind of rub this in her face. Things go crazy. They get into a big fight, it goes viral, things happen to Brandy, and that's kind of the general premise for this. And I also enjoy this on like a fun level because a lot of times baking or cooking cozies, the main character in the series is really great at baking or cooking. Maddie isn't. Like she can't even, like she couldn't boil water in the first book. Okay, so she really is very, very much a beginner when it comes to anything, and she seems to also just kind of have bad luck in the kitchen. So I just find that to be really humorous because she is surrounded by all of these amazing bakers at the Baby Cakes Bakery. Yeah, overall I'm enjoying it so far. The mystery is good, the characters are good. I like her best friend April a lot. She kind of, I think she breaks a lot of stereotypes around people in law enforcement, and I like that her friend is in the law enforcement, but they're just like friends, and you know, it's a nice change from like the romantic subplot where the sheriff is the romantic like subplot love interest. I mean, I know that's a very popular trope in cozies, and it's fine, but it's not my favorite. I also just appreciate the author's writing in general. I feel like she infuses a lot of humor into her writing. It's just very fun, it's fast-paced, it's easy to read. There's just a lot of fun humor that just very naturally flows into the dialogue and into the characters' like inner thoughts. And it feels very natural, doesn't feel like forced or like overly punny, but it still will produce like a good chuckle. Okay, we're gonna go for a berry lipstick. I'm not sure if this is gonna match this shirt. We'll see. I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough. So let's take my hair out of this braid and finish up. But yeah, final thoughts on this. I'm about a third of the way through it. It's great. There's lots of fun baking moments or baking disasters depending on who's doing the baking. There's some interesting subplots in this. I like a lot of the other characters that surround her. That is our final look. It feels so good to just be up and at 'em and to have some energy back. I feel like I'm still definitely a little more tired in general, but overall, besides like a slight headache, I'm feeling so much better today. So incredibly grateful for that. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm excited. I'm gonna be doing some cooking and baking soon. We're gonna make those Scooby treats, or Scooby Snacks I should say, and I'm so excited for that. So let's get into it, guys. Cheers, friends! Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm currently on reading sprints for the first time on my YouTube channel. I just want to say thank you to everyone who came. Honestly, it went even better than I could have hoped. It was so fun and is so much fun. I'm currently muted and off camera because I'm taking a little dinner break, but I made myself some tea, which is purple, by the way. It makes me really happy. And I wanted to give you a quick reading update. So I don't think I mentioned the other day, but I did finish Bait and Witch by Angela M. Sanders. I listened to that completely on audio. Loved it. 4 stars. Very witchy, very fun. Actually more supernatural than I usually like. But it was so well done and it was so interesting and thematic, and I'm so curious to hear more about her family's kind of witchy history and the magic and how it works. And I love the little town. I think it's Roz is like this other character who works at the library. I think she has such a cool story and subplot. I loved it. So I am absolutely so excited to pick up the second book in the series. Then on sprints, I've been reading A Cup of Flour, A Pinch of Death by Valerie Burns. I'm on chapter 35, page 178, so I have about 100 pages left. I'm hoping to finish this tonight and give you guys another update. I'm flying through this. Also, I think I'm finally gonna get answers. There's like a secondary subplot about the town, and Maddie is great, and Octavia that starts in the first book, and I think we're finally gonna get some answers for it in this one, and I'm really excited. But the actual like specific mystery to this book is also really good. Maddie is just so much fun. The character dialogue is just so witty. Like, I caught myself smiling so many times on sprints because there'd just be something funny. And Baby the Mastiff, if you like a dog in your cozy, one of the best. Easily. This dog has so much personality. I absolutely recommend it. I'm so excited to finish the series, and I think Maddie is just a really great, dynamic, realistic character who's experienced a lot of growth over the series and the years, and I just love that. I love her close circle within the series. I love Baby Cakes the Bakery. I like all the food. I had to have some dark chocolate mango with my dinner because I was craving something sweet while I was reading this. And then I'm on page 100, so I'm about 50 pages, I think, more than I was last time I updated you on I Need You to Read This by Justin Maxwell. I'm gonna say it's a little more of a slow burn than I would like. It is definitely more mystery, which I was expecting it to be like a solid like mystery, not really like a thriller, not a cozy, just mystery. And I like it. I do like our main character, Alex. I feel like she's relatable. I feel like I can step into her shoes easily. I can see where her nerves are. There's an interesting backstory with her that we're kind of digging into, and we've gotten some clues as to maybe what could have happened or some motives behind what could have happened to Francis, who was the predecessor that Alex is replacing, the advice columnist. So I like it. I want it to pick up a little bit though. I'm hoping something happens pretty soon, because I'm feeling a little impatient, but overall it's still really solid and I'm enjoying it. So far I'm feeling like maybe a 4-star, but this one is just flying by. Like, if you need a fast, cozy mystery to just like get into fast and enjoy, this is a really good series. I would recommend reading it in order, and if you are curious, this one does take place in spring, specifically April, so this lined up perfectly with the Daphne prompt. I was hoping it would take place in spring or summer based on the cover, because it takes place in Michigan, so I figured our main character wouldn't be wearing a crop top if it was winter or fall in Michigan. I would think that would be really, really cold. So I was on the right track with that. And then of course we have like kind of the purple theme with the cover, and our main character is a social media influencer slash now baker, and she is a fashionista, and she also I think is fairly wealthy because her great aunt in the first book has passed away and left her like big house, her dog, and her bakery. So I would imagine she's probably, at least in terms of assets, is probably pretty wealthy. So I thought this is a really good, I think, solid pick for the Daphne one. So very excited. I'm gonna hopefully give you guys another update with at least one of these finished tonight, and I'm gonna get back on sprints. So bye. Quick reading updates. So I did finish the Valerie Burns mystery last night on Reading Sprints. Oh, so good. 5 stars. It did conclude one of the subplots that had started in the first book and was continued for the first 3 books, and it was such a good conclusion, and I put it together and I was so excited. It was good. It's my favorite of the series so far. I hope the series is continuing because I just love Maddie. I love Baby the Mastiff. He has so much heart and character, and he's the biggest protective, dopey, adorable dog, and I just want to hug him so much. So absolutely recommend that series. I mean, I'm an even bigger fan of the series now after book 3, which is saying something because I really loved the first 2. On a not so good note, I DNF'd I Need You to Read This by Jessa Maxwell. I did return both of these to my library because they were due, so that's why I don't have them, but I will pop pictures on the screen. I got to about 130 pages in this, and it felt like nothing had happened. Really. I mean, we had some little threatening notes and hints that maybe Frances had something going on, that wasn't so good or whatever before she was murdered, which, to be expected, I would think. But nothing happened. I just was so bored. And I'm so sad because I loved The Golden Spoon by Jessa Maxwell, which came out last year, and it's this clue-like mystery that meets the British Bake Off. I recommended it in my fall cozy reads recommendation video that I recently posted. I'll link it above if you didn't see it. I loved that book. I thought it was so fun, but this one was just dragging, and I was just can something happen, please? So I didn't love it, and I'm really bummed about that. So that does leave 3 books that I need to work my way through. So I'm halfway through The Girl on the Train. I don't really have any new thoughts on this because I put it aside to work on those library books that were due. And then I haven't started Murder on the Orient Express. I might, because this video is getting so long, I might put this off. I'm planning on still reading it this month, but I might put it off and just give you an update with the reading wrap up, so I might do that. And then I have Instagoner by Sydney Lay that I have on NetGalley, so I need to start reading that. So those are my 2 priorities, is Instagoner and then finishing The Girl on the Train, and if I can, doing this, and then tomorrow we're also going to make our Scooby Snax. So just wanted to give you guys an update, but that is where we are with everything. Hello friends, I have some reading updates. So I finished The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. This was just okay. I honestly was so excited for this. I feel like a lot of people recommend this, and it's a New York Times bestseller, and it just sounded really good, the premise of this. But honestly, it was just okay, to me at least. I thought this was extremely slow. It's a longer, it's over 300 pages, so it's not super long for a thriller, but it just felt like it was dragging at so many points. I honestly almost DNF'd it around halfway through because I was like, okay, when is something gonna happen? The primary twist for this didn't really surprise me. I didn't really like the characters. I didn't really like it. I couldn't get into it. Again, the general premise for this, great, amazing. I thought it was really cool, but I just I don't know, it just felt like we were reading so much of like the mundane details of Rachel's life, which is primarily her on the train and her excessive drinking and just how unreliable she is. And I get that the author has to establish that she's an unreliable narrator, but I mean, we established it like long time ago, and it was just still being like over and over, and I was like, okay, I don't know, I didn't love it. I mean, the ending was decent, like I liked where it went, but I still was just kind of underwhelmed with this. If you have a Paula Hawkins thriller that you really enjoy, let me know, because I would definitely consider reading another book from them, but I just didn't care for this one as much as I wanted to, and I'm really surprised. I really thought I was gonna like that one. So there's that. And then I did start our last book for this vlog, which is Instagoner. That is an ebook arc that I have right now, although it is already out, so I will have it linked down below with everything else. But here's the picture. I'm only a few chapters in, but this author wastes no time. I mean, you get right into the mystery, right into the murder right away. The main character is like a millennial. She's very social media savvy, as you would expect, because she's like a blogger professionally. And yeah, there's not a whole lot going on yet that I can really say, other than you get right into the mystery, which is great. And so far so good. It seems like it's gonna have those very like lighthearted, kind of cheesy millennial vibes like the other one I read by this author, which was Peril in Pink. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to finishing it. But yeah, those are kind of my thoughts. Nothing too exciting, but that is where we're at with the reading. And I am going to finish up today with our Scooby Snax. I let the brownies sit overnight with the like chocolate kind of frosting so it could harden really well, and then I have those Scooby Doo bone like cookie cutters, and we're going to cut them into Scooby Snax. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. guys, real quick update on Instagoner by Sydney Lay. I am about 52% of the way into the ebook arc. I'm loving it. I'm actually enjoying this even more than the first book I read by her, which was Peril in Pink. I'm really connecting with the character. This book does take place in May, so it is like a late spring cozy mystery. The setting is delightful. Her friend Fritz owns this coffee shop nearby, so there's lots of fun coffee scenes, and you also get to read some of her like blog posts or social media posts, because some of the chapters will start with a short post from her, which I really like. I just really like her. I think it dives into some of the social media stuff really interestingly. As someone who is a freelance writer and writes blog posts, I feel like some of the stuff they've said about blogging is very accurate. I don't personally have like a personal blog like the character does, but I do write blog posts for companies, so I can kind of relate to some of what she's saying. I'm finding this to be very, very interesting. I don't have a good idea of who's done it, but I'll probably give you guys an update in the morning when I finished it, and then we'll wrap up our Scooby vlog. I'm so excited. I've had the best time with this. This is probably the longest vlog I've ever done, but I hope you guys have been loving it. So I'll give you guys an update on my final thoughts now. Hi friends! So I just wrapped up my last book for the Scooby Doo Readathon. It is very late, so I'm just going to give you a very quick little update. I'm going to say 3 stars. Not the strongest in my opinion. It took place during May, so it is like a late spring cozy mystery. I like all the millennial references with the social media. You get to read like some kind of like, she'll like write kind of like little social media entries at some of the beginnings of the chapters, which is nice. But I like that. I like some of the characters. I like her friend Fitz. She's got a cute dog named Murray. I really like that. But I just don't... The mystery was fine. It was good. I solved it, but it made sense. I don't know. There just was something about the writing I didn't love as much as Peril in Pink, and then there was a bit of cursing in this, so I wanted to point that out. Not like a ton, like I think 1 or 2 times, and some pretty strong innuendo. So nothing that would necessarily not be a cozy mystery, but just a little bit pushing the limits. And yeah, I just wanted to wrap it up. So thanks guys for watching this very long vlog. I hope you enjoy the Scooby Doo Readathon vlog. Let me know if you read anything for the Scooby Doo Readathon vlog, what you read, if you liked it. Thank you so much for joining us for this fun challenge, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I do post new book content every week on my channel, especially within the mystery genre. So if you like Scooby Doo, you'll probably like my channel because I do lots of cozy and mystery things on here. Thank you guys again, and I hope you have a lovely day.